guys, welcome back to my channel. There's just one thing that I want to address before getting started in this video. The fan that I have next to me probably sounds like an airplane or like wind or some kind of like strange noise in this video. I'm going to try to get it as low as possible I can when I edit this, but chances are I'm probably not going to be able to completely edit it out, but it is absolutely blazing in the upstairs of my apartment right now. It is so hot, I have to have the fan on or else I'm going to be wiping sweat off of my face the whole time I'm filming this video. So without further ado, if you want to see my bronzer collection, then just keep watching. Start with some cream bronzers, and if I keep reaching over here, it's because like I'm actually pulling them from the drawer. So if I keep reaching over here, that's why. I'm going to pull out some of my cream bronzers first that I really like. And the first one is going to be this Hoola by Benefit. And it's got like a pump, and I really like this product. I didn't expect to like it because it is a little orange when you pump it out onto your hand and kind of blend it out. But the way I've been using this is I pump it onto the back of my hand and I take a duo fiber brush, like this one from Real Techniques. This is the Real Techniques stippling brush, and I'll just pick a little bit up on the product and I'll just kind of stipple it onto like my bronze contour area, kind of higher up on the cheekbones, and it gives like a really nice glowy dew to the skin. I really love this stuff. It's awesome. And this next cream bronzer is it's the Chanel Soleil Tan De Chanel Bronze Universal, and it looks like this. It's like huge, as you can see. It's like the size of my hand. And you guys, literally it will take you years to get rid of this product because I've had it already for a year, and I've like, you can see like kind of like a slight dent in the center there where I've like used it, but I love using this product during the summertime. It's what I have on today as my bronzer. I absolutely love it. So these, if you're looking for a good cream bronzer, I would definitely suggest this one from Chanel. And how I like to use it is you could take a stippling brush like that one that I showed you before, but I also have been using it with this Real Techniques cheek brush, just a cheek brush, and I just kind of buff it into the skin on top of my foundation. And it gives, again, a really nice natural glowy dew bronzeness to the skin. Next I have one drugstore bronzer.
Just one? No, I got a few, just kidding. Next I want to talk about my drugstore bronzers, Next I want to talk about my
drugstore bronzers. I have two here that I really love, and this is the Milani Baked Bronzer in 04 Glow. I think I've used this on camera before. You guys should have seen it. It just is like super glowy. It's got like a gold shimmery ribbon running through it. It's absolutely gorgeous, blended onto the skin. And then for more of like a natural glow, if you're not looking to go super bronzy, I would definitely suggest this one. This is the NYX Sunkissed Radiant Finishing Powder. So this actually isn't even technically a bronzer. But as you can see, it's got these two bronze shades right here and some like peachy shades right here. And then in the middle, it's got like a light yellow shade and like a pinky shade. So swirled together, you could use the powders, you can use like kind of the colors on your own, but swirled all together, it gives you a really nice natural bronze look. And I love to use this actually in the wintertime when I'm a little bit more fair. So if you are more fair or paler even during the summer months, I would definitely suggest this one from NYX, and that is again the NYX Sunkissed Radiant Finish Powder. I also have two bronzers from Too Faced. One of them is actually a little mini size that I got as a point perk from Sephora. This was like a 100 point perk kind of a while back. So this is just a little mini chocolate Soleil bronzer. I think this one's, I got the mini just because it's really good for travel. But this is the original chocolate Soleil bronzer. And yes, it smells like chocolate, as everybody knows. But this one is one that you've seen me use a ton of times in my videos, and I've actually hit pan on it. And this is the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So just so you can see the size comparison there, this is the little mini one that I got as a point perk, and this is the actual full size. And you guys know how much I love this bronzer. I've used it in a ton of my videos. I'm way too tan for this right now. During the wintertime, I am obsessed with this, and you can see I've hit quite a bit of pan on it, so I look forward to using this up in the coming few months. Okay, this next bronzer, you guys, you definitely need this in your life. This is like my, probably, if not my favorite, like my second favorite bronzer of all time. I absolutely love it. And this is the Sephora Collection bronzer in the shade Los Cabos, number 3. I absolutely love this bronzer, you guys. It is amazing. As you can see, it's not too warm, but it's also not very like cool tone. It's more on the cool side, but it's not a cool toned bronzer, if you know what I mean. But it's absolutely amazing. It is the perfect shade. If you're looking for like the perfect bronzer that's not going to make you look orange, I would definitely go with this one from Sephora collection. And I can't say enough good things about this. I just recently got this like last month and I freaking love this bronzer. I also have this Kat Von D bronzer. This is in the shade Shady Business 1. I actually don't think you can get this anymore. I don't know. You can probably get it on like eBay or Amazon or something, but I know that we don't carry it at Sephora, but there are plenty of bronzers like this. This actually reminds me a little bit of Nars Laguna. It just has a little bit more shimmer in it. I have a feeling that all of these are looking the same on camera, and I apologize for that, but I hope that I'm describing them well enough and showing them to you that you can kind of tell the difference, but in my viewfinder, they all look the same, and I just apologize for that. Anyway, continuing on with this Kat Von D one, and I think this is a really pretty bronzer. It might be in the sales section of Sephora.com. Next up for one of my other favorite bronzers. That Sephora collection is a favorite. This one is definitely a favorite. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade 20M. Makeup Forever has like 6 of these bronzers, and I love them. You really can go in pretty hard with this bronzer and it's not gonna look like too much. Like, it packs on a very light layer, and I love the shade range of these. Like I said, I think they have like 6 or 7 shades, and seriously, they go from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. Mine is more like a mid-range one, and I think this is a great neutral bronzer. It does lean more on the warm side, but it is definitely neutral, and it's not too warm. So yeah, I think this is a great bronzer. When you swatch these in store, not a lot of pigment comes off when you try to finger swatch them, but blended onto the skin, they just look so natural. I love. This is like one of my top favorites. I have this bronzer from Hourglass, and it is super dirty. That's pretty gross looking right there with all those fingerprints. But anyway, this is from Hourglass, and this is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. They do have 2 shades of bronzers, but I have the Luminous Bronze Light one. I just liked it better when I swatched it next to the other bronzer. Just personal preference on that one. But you guys know I love the Hourglass highlighting powders. I love them. So basically what this is a bronzing powder, and you can see it's got Luminous Light, the highlighting powder, marbled into the bronze formula. So I love this bronzer. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is so luxurious because it's Hourglass. That being said, it is $50, so this is pretty steep for just a bronzer, but I do think it's beautiful. The formulation, it is so soft. The powders just blend so perfectly together, and it gives a really beautiful, soft, bronze, glowy look to the skin. I absolutely love these. So if you're looking for something to treat yourself with at Sephora, I would definitely check out some of the Hourglass products. And for the summertime, definitely check out this bronzer because it is gorgeous. Next up, I have some MAC bronzers. This first one you guys have probably heard of because it's been out for like a gajillion years. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Give Me Sun. You guys, I really like this powder, except it's very pigmented. So like very pigmented, like a little bit of this goes a very long way, and it can look orange very quickly, like very orange very quickly. I know a lot of people that love this and use this in their videos. I use it sometimes, but honestly I use this more as a very warm crease color in my like eyeshadow looks. I think it's really great for blending out your crease colors if you're going for a more like warm toned eyeshadow look. I use this very rarely on the skin, like I said, just because I find that it can look really orange really quickly. So I think this is a great powder from MAC. I love the Mineralized Skin Finish Naturals. You just have to be careful because, as I said, it can look too orange and you can get there like super quick. So you just have to make sure to blend it out and don't put too much product on your brush. The next one I have is actually a MAC face powder, and this is the Studio Sculpt Defining Powder in the shade Medium Deep. And I don't know, I wanted to pick this up just to see how it worked as a bronzer. That's just a tip or a trick. If you can't find your right bronzer shade, maybe try a face powder from like your favorite like brand of face powder or powder foundation, and you can use one of the darker shades as a bronzer. That's kind of what I was going for with this. Honestly, I don't really use it that much. I was trying to find a dupe for one of the other bronzers that I'm going to show you, and this wasn't a dupe, so I honestly don't really use it that much. Okay, the next two bronzers I have, I'm going to show you just because they are a part of my bronzer collection, but they are limited edition, so if you can get your hands on them, you're probably going to have to pay like an extreme amount of money from eBay or Amazon, but I want to show them anyway just because they are a part of my bronzer collection. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Bronzer in the shade Delphic, and this is from the Alluring Aquatics collection that came out, I think, 2 or 3 summers ago. I love this bronzer, you guys. I actually had to stop using it because I don't want to hit pan on it because it was limited edition and you can't get it anymore. So I had to, like, seriously slow down on using this, especially because it is, like I said, limited edition and you can't get it anymore, but I do love this one. Okay, briefly just want to mention this one. This is the MAC Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder in the shade Delicates. I love this bronzer, you guys. This is like the perfect tone. And another reason why I'm showing you these is because sometimes MAC, when they come out with new collections, they do re-promote certain products from previous collections. So if they re-promote that shade Delphic or this shade Delicates in the bronzing powder, I would definitely suggest picking one up because these are beautiful bronzers. The formula is very nice. It's not like too pigmented, but it's just pigmented enough to where it's going to give you a nice natural bronze, and I love, love, love this bronzer. Same thing, I had to stop using it because I was afraid I was going to hit pan on it, and it's limited edition and I can't get it anymore. Okay, this next bronzer I have is, first of all, it's gigantic. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in the shade 102 Tantric. I think this is a really great bronzer, and it's also like a cool compact to travel with because, oh, you can see like my janky makeup camera holder. Yes, those are all Harry Potter books. Don't judge. Anyway, I was saying that I think this would be really great for travel just because it has like a huge mirror on it. So you can like do your whole face of makeup in this mirror and you'd be fine. So yeah, this is absolutely a gigantic bronzer, and I really like it. I'm glad that I have it. So yeah, that's the Marc Jacobs Tantric. This next bronzer I have, and I believe this is the last one. I think this is the last one. This is the Nars Laguna bronzer, and it was in this limited edition packaging. I think you can actually still get this at Sephora, but it's like huge. As you can see, it comes with a little mini Ada brush, which is honestly the whole reason that I got this, because this is a great contour brush to chisel out your cheekbones. But yeah, it's just Nars Laguna. Probably one of the most popular bronzers out there, other than the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil one. I would say this is probably the most popular one. But yeah, it's just like in this big bulky packaging. Like I said, I got it for the brush. And Nars Laguna is beautiful. It's a really great, you can use it as a contour or you can use it as bronzer powder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you got some good recommendations for some bronzers. I know that a lot of us are going on vacation to Florida or just being outside in general by the pool, getting a suntan, and you maybe want more of like a bronzy glow to your look this summer. I would definitely check out some of the bronzers that I mentioned because you can achieve that bronzy, glowy, dewy look with all of these products. And also to give you like more of that bronze glow, you can layer the cream products that I mentioned over. You can layer the cream bronzers that I mentioned with the powder bronzers, and it's just going to give you that extra boost of bronze glowiness to your skin. So, with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you share it with your friends and family. I so appreciate your continued support with my channel. Sorry I was MIA and I didn't make a lot of videos for a couple months, but I got like super busy and I work 2 jobs that I'm in school, so I just try to film whatever I can. I will have a quick link to subscribe somewhere linked on the screen, as well as a link in the description box. As well, in the description box, I will have a full list of all of the products mentioned. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Like seriously, I did this like about 45 times in this video because I get a sweat stash.